Welcome to 10 Minute Teach with Mr. A. In this video, we're going to be adding some mixed number fractions that have different denominators. Okay, let's get straight into it. Our first example then is 2 3/8 add 1 1/2. So it's important to know what mixed numbers actually are. So our mixed numbers are made up of a whole number and a fraction part. There we go. So 2 3/8 is made up of the whole number 2 and the fraction 3/8. The same for 1 1/2. So we've got a whole 1 and then we've got a half as well. So what we're going to do now, we've partitioned those. We'll add up the whole numbers first. So 2 add 1 is 3. There we go. So that's our whole number part done. Now all we've got to do is add our fractions together. So we've got 3/8 and 1/2. But what we've got to do here is think about these denominators. Now the denominators need to match. And if I look, I'm just looking for some common denominators. So, well, 8 is a multiple of 2. So if I multiply 2 by 4, I would also have 8. So I'm going to rewrite my little fractions there. 3/8 add, there we go. So I've got 8s on that side. But what's really important here is whatever I do to this particular denominator, I also need to do it to the numerator as well. So because I've multiplied my 2 by 4, I need to multiply my 1 by 4, and 1 times 4 is 4. So my fractions added together, now I've got that common denominator of 8, is 7/8. And I just need to bring that back together now. So 3 whole ones add 7/8. So 3 add 7/8 equals 3 whole ones and 7/8. Let's have a look at example number 2. So I've got 7 3/4 add 5 10/12. So I'll go ahead and start adding my whole numbers up. So 7 add 5 equals 12. So I've done those. I can cross those out. Now all I've got left is my fraction part to add up. And if you remember from the last example, we need to find a common denominator. So 12 is a multiple of 4. So I'm going to multiply my quarters by 3 to make 12. And I must remember to do the same to that numerator as well. So let's rewrite these fractions now. So I've got 10/12 on this side. And I'm going to be adding it to, again, I've got 12 because I've multiplied my 4 by 3. I need to multiply my 3 by 3 because whatever you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator as well. So that gives me 19/12. However, I've ended up with an improper fraction here. So we're going to have to convert this into a mixed number so we can actually add it back to our whole number 12 that we did before. So how many 12s can I fit in a 19? Well, I can fit 1 whole one, and then I've got 7/12 left over. So 1 whole and 7/12 add 12 equals 13 and 7/12. Let's have a go at example number 3 then. So I'm going to start the same way that I did before. I'm going to add my whole numbers up. So 4 add 2 is 6, and I don't want to forget that. Now I've just got my fraction part that I need to add together, and I have some different denominators there. However, 1 isn't a multiple of each other. So what I can do, I can multiply them by themselves. So I'm going to multiply 8 by 5, and I'm going to multiply 5 by 8, but also remembering whatever I do to the denominator, I also need to do to the numerator. So let's rewrite this fraction addition problem then. So I have 40ths on both sides. There we go. And I've multiplied 3 by 5 on this side. So I've got 15. And I need to multiply 2 by 8. So I've got 16. There we go. Now I've got 15 add 16, which equals 31/40. There we are. So I just need to put my fractions back together again. So I have my whole number, which is 6, add my fraction part, which is 31/40 for an answer of 6 whole ones and 31/40. If this video's helped you today, then please consider checking out my other videos, maybe leave a comment for any that you'd like me to do in future, and also maybe a little subscribe as well. Until next time guys, goodbye.